With great prices and a serious concern for quality ammo, True Shot Gun Club is my go-to for ammo, and it's the reason I'm happy to have them as a sponsor of this channel. If you're getting some range time in, make sure to restock with True Shot Gun Club and tell them Shenanigans sent you. Since YouTube chose to remove my original video review on the Holosun 507K X2, I wanted to take the time to redo it. I received a lot of positive feedback on that video. A lot of the viewers found the information valuable, so it didn't sit well with me that it was taken down. These days, the majority of new pistols on the market are coming optic ready, and you're likely to find them with the optic included and already mounted. And let me tell you, training with a dot is a lot of fun. It may take some getting used to and a lot of dry fire practice to perfect your draw so your presentation is consistent, especially if you're a sight-focused shooter. But once you get it, you'll never go back. With carry pistols getting smaller, so are carry optics, and that's where the Holosun 507K shines. Welcome back. If it's your first time here, I appreciate you stopping by. Do me a solid, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Your support this way will help us build this channel together, and it helps me to continue creating new content and bringing you what you'd like to see. But first, safety check. The 507K has been out for quite some time now, and it continues to be my favorite microdot, though its reign may soon be over when I get my hands on the Holosun EPS, which I do have my hands on. And if you guys want to see the full review of the Holosun EPS, make sure to subscribe because it'll be coming out here soon. I'm hoping maybe in a few weeks, but we're definitely going to take a look at that. This has a wide range of pistols where it can mount directly to the slide right from the box. The footprint is the same as the Shield RMSC and the SIG Romeo 0, so this will mount directly to many popular pistols without needing an adapter plate. My slide was cut for this optic specifically. If you do need an adapter plate, I strongly recommend CHPWS. They're not a sponsor of the channel, but I've used them on many different pistols and they've always been of good quality. You will need to zero your dots, so make sure to schedule some range time for that. It does come from the factory zeroed at 25 yards, so it should be just minimal adjustments to get zero on that. Featuring an aluminum body, it's more durable than some other micro dots on the market. Though it's more expensive, it's definitely better compared to the Shield SMSC or the SIG Romeo 0, including the Romeo 0 Elite model. While Shield and the Romeo 0 and Elite models are more affordable, you're far better off spending the extra time to save and purchase the 507K at the minimum just for durability. And if you compare it to some of the cheaper optics, you'll notice a quality difference right away. One of my biggest complaints about less expensive optic options is that you can see the dot flicker when you move it around. This doesn't happen with the 507K. The dot is bright, vibrant, and consistent regardless of whatever movement you might be making. Holosun boasts a battery life for this optic of up to 50,000 hours. This is dependent on your settings such as brightness, reticle, and auto off shake awake. It achieves the battery life using a single CR1632 battery. And speaking of the battery, Holosun really focused on adding convenient access to the battery itself. With many of the red dots, you have to remove the entire optic from your firearm to access the battery underneath the optic body, but not with this. The easy access to the battery also means you don't have to confirm your zero or make adjustments from unmounting and mounting your optic to change your battery. The same can be said for a lot of other optics. And honestly, if you have an optic that requires you to take it off to access the battery and you're not confirming zero when you remount it, you really should. Don't wait until you need it to find out your dot is off. Holosun provides this tool which helps you access the battery. So just pop out your battery tray, replace your battery, pop it back in, and you're good to go. Easy, fast, convenient, and something that is easy to do at the range if you find your battery dead in the middle of your range time. The tool also doubles as your screwdriver for mounting the optic, as well as making your windage and elevation adjustments when you sight the dot in. The sight comes from the factory zeroed at 25 yards. There's a lot of discussion and debate to what a good zero is for a carry gun. Do some research and find out what makes sense for you. Holosun says that if you confirm at 25 yards, you should need minimal adjustments to find your zero. If you do need to make adjustments, you'll find them at 1 MOA per click. One aspect of the 507K that I recommend you spend the most time working with are the different reticle options. The 507K comes with 3 reticles to choose from: a regular 2 MOA dot, 2 MOA dot with 32 MOA circle, and the 32 MOA circle only. I've spent a lot of time, both dry and live fire, to find the reticle that best suits my needs and desires as a self-defender, and I definitely recommend you do the same. If you want my recommendation, I do prefer the 32 MOA circle only. I believe the large circle only is ideal for self-defense. Most self-defense gun uses happen at close distances where you don't need the precision accuracy of a 2 MOA dot. Small dots are great for precision shooting, such as you would in competition, but it's my opinion, from the time I've spent behind different reticle sizes, that for the purpose of self-defense, larger reticles are more efficient for the kind of shooting that is required for self-defense. You don't need 3 shots stacked in a clover, but you do need your 3 shots to hit accurately to be effective. And as John Correa says, the first one to get anatomically significant hits typically wins the gunfight. To make these adjustments, you'll notice the 2 buttons on the left side of the optic, one with a plus, one with a minus. The buttons have a multifunction purpose. If you press and hold both buttons, it will turn the optic off. Press and hold the minus button and you'll be able to change your reticle options. It also features a built-in rear sight. So if, for example, you purchase the SIG P365 where the optic cut requires you to remove your rear iron sight, this is a substitute that you can use with the factory standard front sight. This gives you a reliable backup in case your optic fails for any reason. The optic lens does have a small magnification. It's not much, and I really feel like you don't notice it unless you're looking for it. If you're not, it really doesn't catch your eye. If you wanted the 507K but also wanted to save some money, the Holosun 407K is the exact same build and design for a bit less. While it just doesn't offer the different reticle options, it's a fantastic sight nonetheless. And I'm sure the majority of you are sitting there thinking, I don't need all those options anyway. So there you go, pick up the 407K. For its size, it is small and compact, surprisingly so if you're used to full-size pistol red dots. That being said, it feels big. It definitely feels bigger than it is when you're looking through the optic, especially during live fire. As I said earlier, this is my favorite micro optic option for a smaller carry pistol. The quality is great, and with the aluminum housing, it's quite durable. The battery life is also quality, up to 50,000 hours. My recommendation is changing your battery once a year to make sure you don't find yourself without your optic when you need it, because that's exactly when it will fail. The small size makes it easier to conceal, but I've really never found myself concerned about my optic printing, but it is convenient. I think it's great and probably the best option on the market for a micro optic, but I'm just some guy on the internet, so let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're still with me, please like and subscribe and turn on those notifications. I really appreciate all of you for taking the time to check out this video, and hope to catch you on the next one.